All right, welcome back, Mr. J family. It is me, Mr. J, with the Mr. J Show. And today, I'm not really sure what we're watching. It just says Highway Star by Deep Purple. Oh, never mind. Mission Souls. They're a family band. Okay, in the people have been sending me this link for a couple weeks now, and I just got around to getting to it. In the link, Highway Star by Deep Purple Mission Souls was all like one word. It wasn't separated like this, so now this makes more sense. It's a cover of Deep Purple, the song Highway Star, obviously, by a band called Mission Souls, who is a family band. That makes more sense now that there's punctuation. I know the song, I just don't know really what I'm getting into. Although, I'm very intrigued because the first frame is like a tiny, tiny child playing the drums. And if he plays drums better than me, it's gonna hurt my pride. No, I'm just kidding, but this is gonna be cool. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and let's get into this. I think it said in the comments that this is also that they're from the Philippines, I think, as well. I don't know. Let's just get into it. Is he doing 8th notes or 16th notes? I can't tell because I'm trying to hear everything, but interesting. 8 notes with okay. It looks like 8 notes, but he's doing double strokes. Oh, good fill. They're really good. I know it's only a minute in, but they're really good, dude. Bro. I hate these scam calls, man. Nobody gonna take my girl. I'm gonna keep her to the end. Nobody gonna take my girl. She stays close on every bend. Ooh, she's a killing machine. I love when the little kid does the double bass. Because the way he's so little, it appears that he's doing heel toe, but I don't believe he is because it's not necessary in that situation. But since he's so little and he brings his knees up so high, it's funny. It makes it look like he's doing heel toe. She got everything, like the moving mouth, body controlling. Their bassist's got some tasty licks too. She's flying up and down that bass guitar. Wow. Yeah, she turns me on. All right.
nice harmonizing right there. Oh, matching the hammer-ons with the keys is really cool. Very clean.
Nobody gonna take my head. I got a speed inside my brain. Nobody gonna steal my head now that I'm on the road again. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Like a moving ground, open road and everything. I love it. I need it. I see it. Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. Alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star.
Oh, all three of them harmonizing that time? That sounded wonderful. Jeez, that's a long solo, and double picking that high E is for that long is very, very impressive. I'm guessing it's high E if it's in standard tuning. I assume it's in standard tuning.
Nobody gonna take my car. I'm gonna race it to the ground. Nobody gonna beat my car. It's gonna break the speed of sound. Ooh, it's a killing machine. It's got everything. Like a driving power, big fat tires and everything.
Oh wow! I need it. Get it.
Yeah, it's a wild hurricane. Alright, hold tight. I'm a
Oh, I knew it was coming. The harmonies.
alright, hold tight. I'm a highway star. I'm a highway
Homeboy was doing heel toe there. My goodness. There too. Watch, he goes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I will subscribe to you, young ladies and young man. This was 10 days ago. Do they have more videos? Oh, they have a bunch of videos. I think I just found my next new artist. So thank you, whoever sent this to me. Sorry, I don't remember who sent it to me. This was a good thing. This was really cool because this Mission Souls was never, ever, ever, ever on my radar. I didn't know they were a thing. Very, very talented. This young man is just... I'll just say, he plays drums just as well as I do. The only difference is he's like 4. I'm being facetious, obviously, about that, but he's like 4 and I'm like 40. I've been playing music longer than this young man's been alive, so that's why it's very impressive, because drums are not the easiest thing to pick up and be decent at it. I thought singing and playing guitar, when I was learning how to do that a million years ago, was a coordination hassle. Once I started learning the drums, I was like, oh my goodness. Because if you're playing, like, say, eighth notes, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? So on the 1, you hit the hi-hat and the bass at the same time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? 1 and 2, so you hit the snare on a 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then you put it all together. So basically you're doing 3 different tempos with 3 different parts of your body. 4 if you include double bass, which this young man is doing double bass. It takes a lot of coordination. And a lot of practice. So this kid's probably been playing since he was in diapers. And that's not being facetious. That's just honesty. He's good enough that, yeah, he's probably been playing since he was in diapers. Anyways, moving on from the drummer. It's really commendable that the lead singer plays rhythm guitar, because as I mentioned earlier, it takes quite a bit of coordination to sing and play guitar at the same time, because you kind of have to switch that part of your brain off. You kind of got to go autopilot when it comes to playing the guitar, when you're not singing, that is. Their lead guitarist, she has a wonderful voice too. She did a lot of the harmonies along with the bassist, but we'll get to her in a minute. The lead guitarist, she's amazing. She shredded that Fender a lot harder than I thought she was gonna shred. So very, very talented. Love it. And the bassist had some sick, like, just some very tasty licks going on some of those. It didn't have a bass solo, but some of those bass parts. If you notice closely, they zoom in on her when she's doing something wild on the bass, And but even if the little kid's only like 10 that playing the guitar, these young ladies, the bassist, the singer, the guitarist, the singer and the guitarist, whatever, I don't know their names, so I apologize. Um, they're very, very talented, but they can't be more than 15 years old, right? Um, I mean, they may be like similar to me, where when people see my ID and see that was born in '85, like they're like, "There's no way you're 40." So they could have like decent genes like me and look young, but I'm guessing they're like 14, 15 years old, which means they're only gonna get better. And if they keep playing like this, and this is coming from someone who sings, plays drums, plays guitar. I don't play the bass because I've always told people for some reason the bass guitar has always been very, very intimidating to me. I don't know why. It's just always been very intimidating, so I've never touched it. I play the drums, I play the guitar, and I play the piano. Get away from my shoes. Um, so by the time they're like adults, and by adult I mean, 18, 19 years old, around Angelina Jordan's age, they're going to be really, really good. And yes, I know and this isn't this isn't me comparing. I'm giving an example. Like take for example VOB from Indonesia, voice of Vasaprot. VOB, voice of Vasaprot. They started very, very young, and right now they are stars when it comes to like the Indonesian like rock scene. They're really, really good. These young ladies and the young sir, um, I, I could see them getting big as long as they stick with it. I don't see why. I'm sure they have a lot of fans because they have like over 160,000 subscribers. So once their fans start piling in and start telling me like the lore behind them and everything else, I'll update you with more information on them. But I believe they could be really big in, well, all over the world because VOB doesn't just play in Indonesia the same way, so oh, what I was saying about, you guys can let me know down in the comments, not just about the lore, but also I want to hear some of their original stuff, and or if they have any heavier stuff, because they have the talent to play heavier stuff, especially with the way the lead guitarist just did that long, long solo. Like she's got fast hands. And the little boy doing double bass, staying on time. He didn't miss a beat. He didn't miss everything perfectly. Um, I'm just one of those people that when I see a young group, I see so much potential, you know? And especially since they're so young and this good already, it's like, well, they have nothing but to go up and up and up as they get better at their trade, at their craft, being musicians. Um, so I'm really excited to follow this band because who knows, 2 3 years from now they could be touring with someone. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with that many Filipino artists. I think it's only. Wait a second. Oh, it says their names right here. Ice on the drums. He's 11. 11, 12, 14, and 16. And their dad is the mixing engineer. They have the hashtag classic rock, so maybe, let's see. Ooh, they have Foo Fighters tagged, so I wonder if they do some Foo Fighters. Sorry, I'm just checking something out real quick. Ooh, it looks like the Warning Army is in the comments. That's a big deal. I laughed out loud during Ice's first drum fill. I did too. I had to pause it and relook at it. That's wild. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know. I was only going through their comments to see if I was right that they're from the Philippines. If I'm wrong, I apologize. I guess I just assumed because I've been listening to a lot of Fourth Impact, and I think it was dropped on a Fourth Impact reaction I did. But no, they're very talented. And if they have people like the Warning Army, you've been warned, in their comments, then they're going to be big. Because the Warning Army, a lot of them listen to a lot of other really, really top-notch artists. I won't put them out there, but if Mission Souls is in their rotation, then that's saying a lot. So yeah, they are going to become a part of the show. I like it. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, hit that super thanks button, join Patreon, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.